Marco is coming to eat our pants.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of the League Podcast. Today we have a very special guest. Welcome Andres Estrada
He's
to
so goofy,
the
bro.
podcast, bro.
Yay.
Thanks
Good
for
to
having
have
me,
you.
boys.
Woo!
Thanks for having me, boys.
Oh my
All right,
word.
so first, I think, Johnny, do you want to start off the questions or?
Okay. My first question for Marco is it is currently 3:05 p.m. at time of recording. How many pairs of pants have you eaten so far today?
Uh, that's a great question. Thank you for asking. Hmm,
It's a long answer. He's thinking of a different number.
I just ate for lunch.
Oh, nice. So
To
at
be
least
honest,
one.
I couldn't count the number of pairs of pants.
Were they
No.
like navy or like what type of like khaki?
Old
Like what?
Navy?
They were khakis. They were
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
nice and professional. I
Cool.
like it. All
All right,
right.
cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Is that
Okay.
your question, Andres?
No,
All right, then.
look, I mean, I want to get straight into it. And I just noticed this yesterday. How is your bench always going off?
It's bad luck, man. So that guy on the Broncos,
Javante
Yeah.
Williams.
I had to put him in last week because of a bye week for somebody else, and he scored like 4 points. I was like, okay, you know what? This guy's not that consistent. I think Tank Bigsby or whatever is on the come up or something, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
start him, and I'm gonna put him on the bench. The other guy,
Yeah.
it didn't work out.
Yeah, it was so
Apparently,
weird because this was like the best Broncos offensive performance like that day for no
Yeah,
reason.
no.
Like I don't
yeah.
get
Yeah,
it.
no. Williams just that was like a career game for him for
No,
sure.
it was like an Isaiah Likely game, like literally.
Yeah, no.
Oh
Insane.
my
I just
word.
want to. I mean, I feel like that's like my main concern with your team is that you're always starting the wrong people.
Somehow.
Analytically, my team makes sense, but it never.
Yeah,
No, but
continue.
seriously though, like projection wise, I was expected to do way better than what I've been doing so far. But
Yeah, because
I
like
mean,
technically no one on your team has played yet, so I don't know. Anything could happen still.
right, no.
yeah,
Like
you're
what if
playing
like
Johnny. That's
yeah, you are playing me. Look, my kicker scored 18 points, man. I'm starting the right people. Okay. I don't know how that happens, but
and how do you feel that I like destroyed you last
oh
week?
my god.
That was
So
probably
unprofessional.
that was my season right there. I just wanted to blow you out.
You just wanted to blow
Okay,
Marco?
why are you so sick?
Why so
So
serious?
sick. So sick. So sick.
I'm on the
I
ball
think that
today.
one game was an aberration, for being honest.
Oh my word.
Oh, dude.
You know, I want to get to like the man behind the Marco, you know what I'm saying? The man behind all these crazy outlandish text messages, what I'm gonna ask is, what role do you see yourself as, like someone in league chat? Some people see themselves as an instigator, some people see themselves as a mediator, some people just want to send memes. But what do you think your place is in the league chat, Marco?
Who's to say that my messages have been crazy?
Oh, okay.
You feel
I
like you're
mean,
always trying to be like in the contrary, where the league, usually the majority of the league agrees or something, and then you come out of nowhere and you know what? It's like, you know what? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's how you come across sometimes. But we,
I'd be more concerned with the fact that everyone agrees and there's no like, diversity of thought.
okay, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah,
that's fair. I mean, I feel like the stuff that we usually all agree on, it's kind of like
like milk
I'm
toast,
trying
normal
to,
stuff, I guess.
yeah, I'm trying to think of the last one. I mean,
Like for example, Joseph, right, who started Rasheed Rice one week,
Okay.
who tore his ACL mid-game
uh,
and scored 0 points because of it.
uh,
He ended up
Like,
being the lowest scoring team of the week or whatever
mhm,
mm-hmm.
for that reason, right?
mhm.
To me, it doesn't logically make sense that he should be punished, therefore, for something that was out of his control, like the ACL tear.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. I feel like you
right?
put
It
that in
is
the
fair.
chat, but no, I see where you're coming from, but also like, because if we start off there, like where we're gonna draw a line, then next week someone's gonna say, "Oh, like, this happened, I had no control over it." Like, no, it's just part of
Yeah.
fantasy football where it's like there are things outside of your control. You
I mean,
know?
if somebody plays bad, whatever, right? Like that's not a. I mean, I don't like the idea of weekly punishments, anyways, but it is what it is.
I feel like
That's
it
not an
makes it
excuse. If somebody plays
okay.
bad, that's not an excuse. But the injury thing is where I draw the line. That's all.
Yeah, but there's just so many things in fantasy football that are like a lot of it comes down to luck, right? And it's just the nature of the game, so I don't think I'm gonna adjust the punishment because of that, you know?
Yeah. And I think like another reason why that rule is there, like one, if you let go of one thing, all the rest are gonna fall through, like all the excuses are gonna fall
Yeah,
through.
for sure.
And it
For sure.
also de-incentivizes like other people not paying attention to their teams. We've had leagues before where people just don't care. Or we're gonna make you care and make you shotgun a tall boy, if you don't nut up. And I'm open to it. I might shotgun a beer tonight just to prove a point. And
I mean, shotgunning a beer isn't really a punishment. Like a
not for
lot of us
me.
in the yeah, like a lot of us in the league do it for fun. But I mean, shotgunning a tall boy is
Yeah,
kind of that's a
that's
punishment.
insane.
It's
I did
where
not
yeah,
enjoy mine.
but there's a lot of beer enthusiasts in the chat, so
I'll do the Sprite one or whatever. I don't
the
know.
Yeah,
Sprite one,
that's
yeah, that's
we'll
fair.
agree to that.
But then again, I've never been lowest scoring team of the week this year. So
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, I love how
Not
Donald's just
yet. How is Don with
two
he
weeks in
got
a
it two
row.
weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
His
Do
team
you
is falling
do you
apart.
agree that
sounds like a
Donowitz should
Donald's
be taking
problem.
these punishments, Marco?
I'm a man of principle,
Yeah.
and those principles apply no matter who the person is, and that includes Donowitz. And the injuries that occurred this week were out of his control and
Yes,
resulted in him being lowest scoring team of the week. So no,
but you
by
don't see
my
him
logic,
complaining about it. That's
I mean, by all means, if he wants to like just take it and just do it, fine. But
no.
you know,
Well, I like it's kind of cool that this is his second week obviously in a row, and he had so many injuries, and he's still not complaining about it. It just shows you a lot.
oh well,
A man
good
of
for him.
character.
I mean,
A man of character.
good for Donowitz, bro. Like, it's not my concern.
We're in a free country,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, dude.
All right. So let's see here. Marco, what do I do with you?
I mean, okay, wait,
Like,
Marco, how are you having fun this year in fantasy? I've tried to ask a lot of people in the league because I felt like the start of the year was kind of slow, but how do you think it's been so far?
I'm doing better in my other league than in this one because, ironically, in my other league, I had the last pick in the draft for the first round, and I'm
Yeah.
4-2. And this
Who'd you
league, I'm like
take?
2-4.
Who'd you take in the other league?
Uh, I don't remember, like Jameer Gibbs or something. But,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah, that
all.
makes sense for like first round, yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like your CD Lamb pick kind of fell through, and first round picks are so important.
I mean, it seems like all the top ones did. So,
Yeah, yeah. And how do you think this like how do you compare this league to your other leagues? Do you think it's more competitive or like
no, I mean, I guess you guys seem to care more.
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, no, I
love
mean
it.
like yeah, I feel like we have like a pretty tough league where a lot of people take it seriously and they try hard. So I mean, I think that's fun, but I was just curious.
We don't have weekly punishments in my other league, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. That's funny. I don't know, Johnny, if you wanted to ask something.
You look so handsome today. I don't know. Um, let's see, because we gotta think of a game of the week. We usually like see a game of the week. Let me scroll through real quick. Wow, Mr. Cassie's got 21
And let me
points.
just say, I want to
Denver
say this
defense, wow.
on
Let me
the
find the game of the
recording,
week.
like on the record, that Marco has more demands than Kamala Harris.
Oh my
Okay.
word. Very
You don't understand
unprofessional.
how tough this was to like. It's just funny, I think, but I think it's funny. You know.
You know, this is interesting. This is very nice.
Honestly,
My
I'm excited for this week to watch both of your teams square off.
me and Marco.
Yeah,
Like
that's
this
gonna be
is
a fun
like a
matchup.
coughing baby versus a nuclear bomb, okay? My kicker dropped 18 points. Okay? I think I'm doing all right.
Okay.
But for the
We should
game of
get
the
like.
what's up?
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, you go ahead first because usually we wrap up when I announce game of the week.
Okay. I was gonna say we should get partial credit for players on our bench.
Like half
Yo,
points.
you see, like no, bro. This
Like
is stuff
he's
that you. This is the stuff that you say in the chat that just triggers me.
like it's on my team, bro. He's my guy. He's
Yeah.
just
But he's on your bench. Then
give him
what's the
half the
point of
point.
the? But what's the point of the bench then? It's like
I give half the point, you know?
Like bro, like I didn't get
no, man.
by when I was second string quarterback, I didn't get extra credit by handing out water bottles to the team.
The
Okay?
bench.
Like I had to
That's why
sit
this
my
is
butt down.
fantasy football, you
Oh
know?
my
Wait, are
god.
you actually serious about that? Or are you? No, you're not serious.
I feel like I mean
Because
maybe
then
it's too late this year, but like go ahead and
no,
implement it
because then
next
how
year.
like okay, if you're playing me and you have health like more healthy players on your bench than I do because I have so many injuries, like what do I do then?
Get new players. Like
Like no,
Oh my
no,
god.
no, man, that argument's no.
Oh yeah.
That's actually the craziest thing I've ever heard. No.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit. That's a fair point.
That what do you mean? It's like oh man.
All right.
Funny guy,
So
Marco.
It's worth looking into at least.
No, it's not.
we'll
It's
have
really
another
not.
vote in the chat. Maybe
Like when I had like 4 injured players and by week 2, like what am I supposed to do? Just drop all of them?
yes.
All of them?
Literally
Make a
yes.
bigger injured reserve.
So we got 2 spots for injured reserve now.
No.
Insanity. All right. So I found my game of the week. Okay. These are the 2 most outspoken individuals in the chat. We have Josh versus Donowitz. It's a little controversial, you know. These 2 monkeys are 3-3, you know, and Donowitz has gotten 2 weeks in a row where he's lowest scoring team. But Donowitz is starting Drake May against the Jags in London town. Okay.
That's the
So
battle of mid.
I'm literally the Battle of Mid is our game of the week.
I like that.
Okay. It's a very interesting matchup. Like he's starting Drake May against Josh, who's a self-proclaimed Patriots fan who has a Raiders logo as his team.
I'm gonna be a little biased. I think my matchup with Jack Kelly's game of the week. Just because I'm trying to get some momentum going. I'm trying to build back my,
Build
get
back
back in the race for
better.
playoffs. I feel like my team's been doing well since they got healthy. And he's kind of doing a similar thing. He's trying to, I think he has 2 wins in a row. He's kind of come back, and
Hmm.
so it's gonna be interesting. And his
Ooh.
team it's kind of underrated, I'm not gonna lie. Like Jaden Daniels is a dog. He has AJ Brown, Chris Godwin.
Yeah,
Like,
AJ Brown's back. Yeah.
that's gonna be interesting.
Oh, there we go.
You dog,
Oh
Marco.
no, he's gonna eat the
You know who
dog.
you remind me of? You know who you just reminded me of?
What's
Uh,
up?
You know that? Did you ever watch that movie Game Night?
yeah,
Oh man.
the
Okay, so there's this character who's a cop, and he just stands out with like a dog. He just holds him like you just did, and just stare at like whatever. I'll show you. I'll send you a clip later.
I'll probably put in the clip at the
Okay.
on the video. I'll find it. All right, so that smells about it, boys. It was a great pleasure talking to you, Mr. Morales. I think this will be a very successful episode on our podcast.
Thank you for coming on, Marco.
No problem, I guess.
Okay.